Good day, everybody in the Starcraft 2 world. This is tractorchute here with another great game of Starcraft 2. We have a Silver League against a unranked player today. In the Silver League, we have a resubmitter, Mr. Firewalker, representing Team Copper in the lower right-hand corner, playing the blue Protoss. In the upper left corner, we have Aman, representing the red Protoss. He's the one who is a level 3, and if you were paying attention to the chat, he claims that he just bought the game and has begged for mercy to start the game. Not the greatest start with confidence, but he definitely wants Firewalker to take it pretty easy on him. Firewalker is going to drop down the pylon to start the game. Aman is going to do the exact same thing, so does know what a pylon is. And I do assume that he has not just bought the game, but a lot of people do tell the truth when they play this game, believe it or not. So we will see what happens. He very well could have owned Wings of Liberty and just got Heart of the Swarm very, very recently. We'll probably find out with his gameplay in this game. Alright, so far to start the game, we are not getting any scouting happening out of anybody. So we will have a pretty blind build out of both of these players today. We will speed this up here so we can get going. If you play unranked and stuff, you can get points. It's so easy. Firewalker trying to call the bluff of a man playing stupid and says, I see, as if he has no idea. You get 3 points for watching a replay. Firewalker is apparently giving bad advice because you do not get any points for watching a replay, believe it or not. We are getting the gateway and the pylon, kind of a half wall happening for a man up there. Down here we do have the standard gateway, and we are getting a forge. Could possibly get a forge and somewhat fast expand out of Firewalker. We are getting pretty much probed up here, probably a very similar count of probes, 14 and 17 for Firewalker. We'll keep an eye on here of the Chrono Boost. Yes, he does know what Chrono Boost is. He is starting to drop it down. Firewalker has asked if he plays a lot. A man claims this is just his 4th match. You know what? I tend to believe him here. I'm really hoping Firewalker takes it pretty easy on a man, just so that we know he has a heart. Oh, that is a bad word. Firewalker has played like 10 games, he claims. I can tell you Firewalker is level 59, so if he did that in 10 games, he must be the best StarCraft player in the history of the world and getting bonus points that no one else can get. Is going to set up the probe to stand up here in the upper middle area, probably looking to play around with the man. Maybe he does believe the fact that a man has just bought the game. We'll soon find out here. A man is getting out a couple zealots here. Does have a 1 gas going with 3 workers. Firewalker at the other end here is chrono boosting out a stalker and getting warp gate. Very, very standard play. Very well done, Mr. Firewalker. If we pull up the production tab of what is going on, we are getting 3 more gates going up, 4 more gates going up here. We could possibly see a 5-gate zealot rush, which is a very good build and does work quite often. But if that is happening with the man, I have to believe that he has either watched a lot of videos or really has played Wings of Liberty quite a bit, as he does happen to know a proper build and is doing everything correct. He is getting a warp gate in case the zealot rush does not work for him. Firewalker has planted the proxy pylon, which a man could pay for and then learn the punishment for not scouting at all, as he has not left his base yet. Does wish Firewalker the best of luck and says, may the best player win then. Does have 2 zealots on the field so far. Firewalker does have the mothership, is getting a sentry out on the field, as have 3 cannons back at his base, so is very well defended and has a very sick wall off right there, so should be able to stop anything, and can also see what is going on, and apparently finds it funny and is expanding at a man's natural. This is getting kind of ridiculous, actually. I'm really feeling bad now, and I really hope Firewalker does take it easy on him, as I don't think this is fair at all. And I really hope Firewalker has a heart, but he could also be punishing him, which is very, very fun, as I do know that I play in bronze, and whenever I get a player that's barely played the game, I do the same thing. Call me heartless, but it's very, very fun. We'll see how this goes here. I've never actually seen a player win while expanding in the natural of an opponent. We are currently getting nothing building out of the gateways, but does have 2 zealots. Is going to come down. Now he will find out there are cannons down there. Hopefully reacts pretty quick here. He does have gateway finishing up and does have the 5 gates, so should be able to put out an army fairly quickly. Does lose the 2 zealots to those cannons. Firewalker over here currently is getting the Nexus, getting another gas, getting another pylon. Nothing special happening here. Basically, it looks like he's riding on one gateway, and the oddest expansion I have ever heard of. Is getting an extra pylon in there. Not too sure why. He already has two, which are basically covering off these, but always better to be safe than sorry. We are now getting some stalkers out. We do have stalkers queued up. We do have a lot of stalkers queued up. A lot of queued people when he does have warp gate technology, I do believe here. Yes, he does. So maybe a man is very, very new to the game, but I will give it to him. He is playing decent for a man that has barely played the game. Get it? A man. I know. Anyways, Firewalker up here is getting some gas here, has planted a pylon in the back of the base here, getting another gas, really macroing up this expansion. I really hope he can hold on to it, as it is a fairly big investment, and he is sitting in the natural, so it could be very hard to hold on to here. Firewalker is now getting a rope facility, a Stargate, is getting his upgrades early, very well done, and planting down more cannons as we speak. Not entirely sure where the fourth one went, probably somewhere back at the base here. More than likely in the mineral line. Yes, it was. Did plant him in the back of the mineral line. I would like to think that we're going to move out now. We do have a fairly good army by a man, so I'm pretty confident he is going to move out here, which would be his best move, and does have enough probably to take this down. There's only 3 cannons down there and a stalker. If he does come down here, it could be a very big loss for Firewalker. That is a lot of money spent up here. There's 400 for the Nexus, another 450 for the cannons, a few for the pylons, so well over $1,000 investment. We'll take out the second cannon. We'll shoot the stalker down in a couple shots. Take out the last cannon. Very, very painful. I do not see anything warping in for Firewalker. Is going to run the probes off, so has that been a defeat for his expansion here. Does kind of suck. Would have been kind of funny if he could have won while expanding there, but is paying the price right now. We'll see if a man does have the skill level to punish him, as he is pumping out a lot of stalkers. Very well done by a man. Is fairly saturated up here. Does have 16 probes going there, 3 on each gas, of course. Firewalker is pumping out some immortals right now. Is getting an oracle, so could see a harass going on here. Will hurt very much if he does get that going here. Is getting the fleet beacon, which leads me to one of two different things. Could either be going for the carriers, could either be going for the Tempest, or could very well be getting it for some Sky Toss so he can get the proper upgrades for them. Firewalker is definitely going to have the option of many different builds here. Does know what he is up against, as he has seen the amount of stalkers on the field here. They are moving across the map here. Fairly big army for a man. He is looking pretty good. Really needs to bring a probe up here so he can plant the proxy down here as well. And, is going to get intercepted by the Oracle. Very good, as Firewalker does know he's coming now. That is going to help him very much in this engagement here. We'll be able to possibly warp in a few more proper units. Does have a couple of sentries there. Should be good to shield the ramp, as he is really going to need it here. He does have the 3 cannons there. And if he can block that ramp off and a man can't get up there, these cannons should do quite a bit of damage here if he can't get full shots off here. Very good shield. Does split them all up. The cannons should be able to take care of this by the looks of it. With the Immortal on the top. Very, very painful for a man. Did take a big loss there. Not the best of engagements there. Had the right idea. Maybe needed some blink or something to get up top. Really, really sucks, but that's quite fine. He isn't looking that bad so far, especially for a guy who I do believe did just buy the game now at this point in time. He does currently warping everybody down here. Not warping, but I guess walking, as he says here. Did leave a stalker in his base. Rally points are set to be down there. Like I say, really needs to get a pylon. Does have a probe coming. I don't know if that's to expand. No, it might be possibly to drop a pylon down here. So is bringing him down here, drop a pylon. That stalker is on the move command. Really sucks as he walked right up there. Very, very bronzy level league there. I'm not entirely sure what he was thinking there. Probably misclicked or had the rally point still set there and didn't realize it. Firewalker, if we go up here, I would imagine does have the Oracle here. Sorry, I did miss that. Does look like the Oracle did get 8 kills. I would imagine each one of those would be probe kills. Do see the stalkers over here, so it does look like he did defend. He is now putting the proxy pylon down. Very, very smart. Not entirely sure why he keeps walking stalkers up there. Could be retarded stalkers possibly. I'm not entirely sure, but really needs to stop them from walking up there, as that is 125 and 25 gas each time. Or at least I'm pretty confident that's what they are. I don't build a lot of stalkers. It is 50 gas. Very, very sorry. Do not play Protoss very often. And we do have the Oracle flying around the map here, giving him vision, letting him know what's down below his base here. Is amassing a little bit of an army bout down there, but with the Immortals and the cannons up here, has no chance of breaking this wall. Really needs to get into something else and get some more units on the field here. Is getting the Immortals with the Void Ray and a couple Stalkers and a Sentry. Should be enough to take this out, as Immortals do melt through Gateway armies quite easily. Does have the Zealot going down. Doesn't have any Zealot legs. Is warping in more units. This might help quite a bit. Is bringing down a third Immoral. Good job getting that Immoral to the back there as he was low on hit points. We'll take all of this down. Very big loss for a man. That is not too good. Unfair, he says, does not think this is fair at all. And I agree with you, man. You are playing with a guy with very high Silver League skill level, and I feel bad for you. Apparently, a man feels very overwhelmed as he has left the game. Realistically, he was dead. He was 82-17. Loss of a food count there. Did have a fairly good mineral count. Did have 5 gateways, but really I don't think could have stopped what Firewalker was doing. Very good game anyways. I do leave you with these parting words. If you plug a toaster in the dark, don't let the cat eat it. Alright, I thank you so much for watching, so much for the comments. You be good. Don't hurt nobody. Peace.